Okay, we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with l-boogy.
And Sterno Supernova.
What is going on there, Sterno?
Nothing much, Boogie. How's it going with you?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. I don't know. We're full swing in summer. Been a hot day. Fun weekend. We went to see our local minor league baseball team, Norfolk Tides, for Filipino-American Heritage Day at Harbor Park here in Norfolk, Virginia. So that was a fun thing. That was pretty cool.
See, I don't think people realize how privileged you guys like in California and New York are. Here in Virginia Beach, the state of Virginia does not have a professional sporting team of any kind. I mean, unless you want to call our minor, well, not minor league. Well, no, there's no professional sports league of basketball, football, hockey, baseball. There are no Virginia professional teams at all. None.
We don't count the Nationals. We don't count the Redskins, right?
They're not Virginia.
Yeah, they're not Virginia.
That's the closest we have is another place.
Right.
The Washington Redskins, the Washington Capitals, the Washington Wizards, and the Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
They're not Virginia.
Right.
And in Virginia Beach, they're not near Virginia Beach at all.
Right, not even close. No.
I mean, even if they were like on western part of Virginia, like 5 hours away, I would claim them, but they're not. Virginia doesn't have a professional sport team in the major four.
It's not like we haven't tried to get one, but we just haven't been able to do it.
And I'm saying you guys in California have
multiple in like
every sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, basically we don't have one. So we basically are relegated to college and minor leagues.
Yeah.
And in our area, we got, if you want to talk baseball, we only have a minor league baseball team, which are the Norfolk Tides, who are affiliated with the Baltimore Orioles, who I don't like at all.
Yeah, you liked it better when they were affiliated with the Mets.
Yeah, years and years ago, maybe like 15 years ago, they were the farm team for the New York Mets, who I do love. And that's partly because I saw these guys growing up in our area and then moving on to the major league. So I would cheer for them in the major leagues, but I'm past that. So I still cheer for the Mets. So a lot of people wonder, well, not here, but a lot of people do wonder why I like the Mets. It's because we were their farm team. We were affiliated with them. So I knew Darryl Strawberry, and I knew Doc Gooden, and I knew guys like that. We knew Benny Agbayani.
Yeah.
So I cheered for them when they got to the major leagues. So, but we're no longer part of the Mets. Now we're the Orioles. The Orioles suck.
So sad. It's just, I hear the sadness in your voice, or I don't know, the sadness, disappointment, frustration. I don't know. Maybe a mixture. So
yeah. So I'm just saying. So yeah, that is what we look forward to, is a minor league team.
All right.
And then as a sports geek as I am, it's hard. I mean, I do cheer for the Redskins. They are my favorite football team. I cheer for the Washington Capitals just because of proximity.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also the Charlotte, the Carolina Panther. Not the Panther. Well, there's the Carolina Panther football.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was talking about the Carolina hockey team.
What is that?
I don't know, because I don't care.
I was gonna say, what if we got a pro hockey team? What if our first pro team was a hockey team?
I'll be fine with it.
Would you be all aboard hockey and would you be the hockey guy?
Yes, I would. I mean,
I'm just wondering.
I care enough about hockey to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know a lot of the players. When the Washington Capitals won it last year, I celebrated. I was like, okay, it's close enough.
Yeah.
But it's totally different if there was a Virginia team. If it was a Virginia team that wins something. I mean, the College of UVA won the NCAA tournament,
right?
Which it's cool.
Yeah, but
it is not professional. I mean, it's a big deal to me.
Yeah,
I'm not even a UVA fan, but I celebrate it. But if it's not major leagues,
right?
So basically, we're relegated to minor leagues, and so I do get jealous when I see the other places when you guys over in the Bay Area have your Filipino Heritage Nights, or even Chicago or New York. Even DC had it, but yeah, we don't have we if we want to have that, we have to use our minor league team to celebrate Filipino heritage at a sporting event. I mean, I have with Warriors. I have Golden State Warriors Filipino heritage shirts. I got the Filipino heritage Warrior shirt.
Right.
I got 2 of them from 2 different years. I tried to get the Chicago Bulls one, but it was hard to get. Same with the Wizards. I couldn't. I mean, I could if I wanted to really try. I didn't really like the way they were looking though. But if I basically I looked it up on the Wizards website. It sold out. I was like, oh well. So yeah, basically we have to relegate our Filipino Heritage Nights to our minor league baseball team, the Norfolk Tides.
Right.
And we just went there.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that, Cerno?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was nice to see it's a lot of people I knew that were the organizers behind it and enjoyed, I watched the game off and on. I was kind of hot for me, so I would go to the shade and hit the concessions, but it was cool. I mean, a lot of people came out, but it was the first time we tried it. So there's people like saying, hey, it could have been bigger, it could have been better, it could have been, more better promoted, but it's all the stuff is stuff you learn and you could do better next time. So we'll see.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything wrong with it.
Well, everybody has critique stuff. The people that organized it were all like, they're just finding fault because they're trying to, like I said, they're trying to figure out what to do better next time, and that's fine.
It's a minor league team, so there's not much you can do with it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Well,
they're just saying they could have promoted it a little. If they knew further out in advance, they could have promoted it better. Maybe they could have got it better, like instead of doing a day game, doing a night game. Some other stuff that they talked about. I don't know. It's just like I said, and I was telling them, yeah, don't worry, it's cool, it's fine. Just make notes and look at it next time when it's time.
What would you like to see at the next one?
See, I don't know. Would you want to hear the Philippine national anthem there, or no?
Because it's not really. Why?
Yeah, I mean, because it's Filipino-American history. I mean, Filipino-American.
I'm fine with the Filipino girls singing the American national anthem, which is what we had.
Right. I don't know. It's like maybe more different food, maybe more food. I don't know. The food was fine too. It's just like
that's what I'm saying. It was fine.
I know, but people want to make it better, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's a minor league thing. If it was like I said, if it was a bigger thing,
but like you just said, it's the only game in town right now, so they're trying to do their best.
We're talking about minor league baseball. If we were talking about a major league baseball game or a major league basketball game, then I would expect more pomp and circumstance. I would expect more. I would expect a celebrity. I would expect, Black Eyed Peas out there or something.
Black Eyed Peas.
Exactly, because that's
major league. Yeah.
That's what I'm
expecting.
You're
right. Yeah, for major league.
But no, we're a minor league baseball team, the Norfolk Tides, which is really nothing.
Right.
So when we have a Filipino Heritage Night, just the community getting together is fine.
Right.
So I'm okay with what it was, and it's going to be hard.
Yeah, like I said, I'm okay with it too. It's just saying people were like trying to critique it, and these are people that organized it, not like outsiders. Outside people I think everybody that went there that weren't part of the organizing were fine with it too.
I'm saying don't expect much, no matter what you do. You can't expect much. Filipinos don't like baseball. I mean, I do. But I'm
atypical.
Yeah, I'm not normal. I'm your outlier.
Okay.
I'm not the normal Filipino person.
Okay.
In the community, I'm the guy that watches. I probably would have gone to a game. I go to games. I go to Norfolk Tides games. So what you have to try to do is get the non-sports watching Filipinos there, which is a hard task.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure if a lot of them are like, oh, it's a baseball game, I don't care. That kind of thing. Or I don't go to baseball games. And that's okay, fine.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say, hey, Filipinos, you need to come to this game because you're Filipino. No. If you want to come, you come. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Yeah.
I mean, what else could you do?
I mean, know. I mean, like, there's only so much time you have. A lot of people are there for the game, so it's like you don't want to take away too much from it.
Nope.
I don't know. You have to think on it.
I mean, baseball doesn't have a halftime, so you can't have a halftime show.
Right.
I mean, we don't. There is only so much you could do between innings.
Right.
And they already and the team normally has a set thing every ending anyway. So
yeah,
you're not going to ruin that. So before the show, they did tinikling.
Yeah.
Which is, especially for the very first Filipino Heritage Night, it's expected. And I'm good with that.
Right.
So, like I said, there's really not much else you can. They had flags, Filipino flags flying in the area.
Color guard with people in barongs. Yeah, like you said, a Filipino singer doing the national anthem. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, I was fine with it too, but it's always people want.
So I'm just saying, what do you think they should do to make it better?
I don't know.
Because you just said.
I thought I was hearing. I was hearing
better.
from other people that they wanted to make it better, and it's always a way to make things better. Do a better display of the of historical stuff, or like the stuff that they had. They had like a table with just stuff on it. It was kind of thrown together. Maybe
on the concourse of the baseball stadium,
maybe
have like a museum.
Not a museum, but a better display, just a nicer one.
Well, I say go all out. Go with like a full museum.
Okay, maybe
like a walk of Filipinos, like a walkway,
or like a
history,
or they could have set up like a photo. Well, it was Princess Day too, Disney Princess Day. But I was gonna say, set up a photo opportunity, like a venue, or like a what do you call it when you have like a background and you could take pictures. I don't know, that says Filipino-American Heritage Day, or I don't know. It just could have been there's ideas to be thought of that might be worth trying out.
Do it.
I'm not. I'm just saying. You ask what ideas. I mean, this is just me spitballing.
That's what I'm at. I'm asking for your ideas.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm asking you, what should we do?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, but different foods, more because they had pancit and lumpia. That was fine, and they had like some Filipino bakery. That was also fine. But maybe they could, I don't know, do something more with a bigger menu or something. But then again, I don't know how the rules are with the concession. See, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure there is a company that deals with concessions, so we can't have someone going up and down the aisle selling lumpia.
Right.
Which would be awesome. I would up for it, but I think the company who does the food for the baseball stadium would not like that.
Well, yeah,
and they'll probably say, no, you can't do that.
Like if they had Turon there, I would have been happy with that. I would have gotten some Turon. I don't know. You were saying you wanted some empanada, right, or something like that, or ensamada or empanada?
I said ensamada because there was a bakery there. I do go to this bakery, Angie's Bakery, every now and then, and I go there specifically to get. They have ensamada with ube infused in it, which I would have liked to have seen there.
Yeah, stuff like that. Bigger, like I said, bigger menu, more choices, but not like nothing crazy.
Let's say you're going to a typical baseball game. Let's say you're going to watch the New York Mets or the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Okay.
If you were going to have concessions add Filipino foods to their menu, what do you think works?
Halo halo.
So you would think going to a baseball game, halo halo works.
I mean, why not? Well, you're talking about the people walking around or just in a concession.
Anything.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, because it was a hot day, I was like, man, it would be nice if they had halo halo. That just like, that would be cool, because then you could, but it could be kind of a labor intensive thing but I think it would be nice. It's halo is made for hot climates. So that would have been cool.
I'm all for lumpia.
Say Turon was like I mentioned Turon, which is the banana wrapped and with the.
So like in 50 years, when people are going to a baseball game, when they're trying to find your peanuts and Cracker Jacks and popcorn, I want people to say, hey, where's the lumpia?
Why not?
Find me some peanuts and lumpia, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'd be happy if that was for that one day. That'd be cool. Or if they made it like.
No, I'm saying forever.
Oh, forever? Well, shoot, why not?
Like if you were going to make a Filipino food a staple of a baseball game, which one would it be?
Oh, well, lumpia, definitely. That's like popular and it's easy to eat, and it's you can make a bunch of it and have it ready on standby in the freezer and then just bring it out when you need as needed.
I believe the Seattle Mariners have crickets on their menu.
Oh,
And it sells out. It sells well.
okay.
Crickets. So if
We
people
talking about deep fried crickets or?
yeah, I believe they're fried. They're
Mhm.
salty,
Uh-huh.
crispy.
Yeah.
I've had not the ones from the Seattle Mariners, but I've had crickets that they say they make it the same way that Seattle makes
The
it.
one at the bar that one time?
Yeah, they told me it's the same way that they do it in Seattle. So it was salty as hell. I don't know if I could. Well, the mental part of eating crickets was hard for me to get over.
With it, like you can feel the legs and stuff. And
Yes.
see that's the part.
Not
I would
only
probably
that, the fact that I'm eating a cricket.
I
It
can,
is hard.
I think the texture would get me more than I think I can get past the mental part, but just feeling the texture probably get me.
I mean, I think if I kept doing it more, I would get over it.
Oh.
But it was just like salty. It was just salty, crunchy, whatever it was. It didn't have any taste. It just tasted.
Do you
like
ever
salt.
eat the little fish? The
Dillis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like them.
No, but you could eat them.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't like it.
You know, okay.
Anchovies, dillis.
Yeah. Are that the same thing? I don't think they were the same fish, are they?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, anyway, so like you, I mean, I'm sure at first you weren't happy to eat that either, right? So
I still don't like it.
Well, that's different from not liking it and just being grossed out by it.
I'm so grossed out by it.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Forget it. I was going to say those are two different things, but apparently not. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah.
I'm weird.
No. Well, you just said you're the atypical Filipino, so maybe that's part of it too. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't like that.
I catch them like crazy though. when I'm out at the beach, boy, I can catch pounds of them.
Wow.
They're like everywhere. They're everywhere.
Do you have the net for that?
Yeah, I do, but I don't care about it. Like I said, I don't eat them. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm there to catch crabs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there for the fish.
Right.
But where the fish are, the crabs are.
Yeah.
The crabs and whatever. So you know you're gonna get crabs if you see all those thousands of little fish out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Virginia Beach is it's good crabbing, and l-boogy is one of the, I guess you could call him a master crabber at this
Don't
point.
step to me about crabbing because I am the best.
I was just saying you're the master crabber.
I am the best.
Okay, all right. And don't step to him about crabbing because he's the best. Apparently.
I am.
Okay.
I got no qualms about it.
All right.
I mean, shoot, if we didn't go to the baseball game today, I was gonna go crabbing. I was invited, and I was like, "Can't, not today. We're going to a baseball game. It's Filipino Heritage Night, so I have to be there."
All right.
Something about responsibility with my heritage. So the crabs got lucky today.
Oh, we got a reprieve. Thank goodness.
They did.
One more day of life. One more week, maybe. I don't know. Do you go crabbing during the week?
I was invited this past Thursday night, and I was gonna go, but then I was just tired. This guy wanted to go at 9:00 at night.
Oh.
I said maybe, and then I was like, no, I got to get up early in the morning, so no. If he had said 8:00, I would have went. So maybe this week, if he calls me up again,
right,
and says let's go, I might go. So yeah, I do go during the week sometimes, because the weekends do get crazy at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it's ridiculous how crowded the beaches get in Virginia Beach. I mean, the weekends in the summer, it is just, it's ridiculous. Where do these people come from?
Out of town, a lot of them. I mean, it's just the way it is. It's part of the reality of living in this area.
You're encroaching on my crabbing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to feed the needy, which is me.
Are you still just doing the chicken on a string? Or are you doing chicken on a string tied to a pole? What method are you using? Chicken to a string?
Yes, chicken on a string.
You're not using a trap or anything, are you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have traps, but they don't do any better than what I do now.
So you just tie.
What I do now, it works way better than any other contraption or whatever you want to try.
Piece of chicken with a weight tied to string, and then you have it. You hold the string, I guess, or have it tied to something. Basically, that's how you get crabs in Virginia Beach.
I mean, there's so many intricacies about it, though. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, of course. I think I just said basically. That's just the basic setup. You gotta. There's a lot of stuff involved. Placement. How your technique in pulling up the string and how you use your technique with the net, all that stuff, of course. So I mean, a lot of people come out of town and try it for the first time, and they have fun, and some people get hooked on it.
Although I did have some white friends playing. I had some white friends doing it yesterday, catching crabs, and they caught a lot. So that's how good the crabbing is now. When the white people are catching it, the crabs are out there.
Oh, I mean, I agree, but it's just funny the way you say it. When the white people are catching it. Yeah.
So let's say you want to do another Filipino Heritage Night, but you want to pick another event.
Not outside of a baseball game?
Yeah, let's say we've done the baseball game. What's next? What is next for a Filipino Heritage Night? It doesn't have to be sports.
Yeah, no.
It could be anything.
I get what you're saying.
We can say, hey, Filipino Heritage Night at
I mean, like if we rented out the Chrysler Hall, which is the Chrysler Hall in Norfolk, and but basically that'd be like doing what we did in college, cultural night, and the same thing. I mean, we do stuff where we have little Filipino festivals or fairs and Phil and Friendship Day. So I'm not sure it would make a difference. The fact that you have it in a baseball game makes it different from the other events. So you'd have to tie it to something. I don't know. Do we have any kind of races or contests that could work for it?
Nope.
Yeah. See, like you said, we got no major league anything. So I don't know. I mean, do you have any ideas for this?
Let's see. Let's use anytime a Chick-fil-A opens in the area, we designate it Filipino Heritage Night.
So when a restaurant opens up,
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I mean when Chick-fil-A opens up, I'm just saying it's a restaurant, and we flood it with Filipino food around it.
Yes.
So we Jollibee around. Well, not a Jollibee, but we basically take the thunder of the Chick-fil-A and we bring our Filipino food into it.
Yeah, we bandwagon the coattails of Chick-fil-A, and we tie the Filipino Heritage Night to the celebration of an opening of a Chick-fil-A. Because what else is grander than the opening of a Chick-fil-A in this area?
Hard to pick one. Yeah. I mean, we recently had a Wegmans open up. That would have been nice. But
did you care?
I did, but I didn't want to go because it was so crowded.
Then you didn't care.
I cared.
No, you didn't. You didn't want to. Not enough to go.
If there was Filipino-American Heritage Night at Wegmans, then I'd make myself go. You start putting if it was all Filipino everything, yeah, I'd make an appearance at least for that.
Yep, and it hits. I'm trying to tie it on to something.
That's what I'm saying. Wegmans would work if it were. That's what's bigger, Wegmans opening up or Chick-fil-A opening?
How many Wegmans do we expect to open in the next year?
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not asking about.
There might not be another Wegmans opening for another 5 years.
Maybe they've had maybe that's their beachhead, and they're going to invade the area, and there's going to be tons of Wegmans around. I don't know. I have no idea what their business plan is, how much they want to saturate the area.
It took like 2 years to build this one. It took like 2 years to build one Wegmans.
Yeah. And that's why I didn't even try to say, let's tie it to IKEA openings. that only happened just recently. And that was, I think, the one for this area.
I don't think we're ever going to have another one.
No, I think that's it for us, this area, which is fine.
That's why I don't think we're going to have another Wegmans for another 10 years.
But Chick-fil-A, there's always a chance.
There's going to be another Chick-fil-A opening.
I'm sure.
Maybe I think we average maybe one a year in this area.
Sounds about right.
Maybe 2 a year.
You think 2? I mean 1. I don't know. I can get it behind, but 2 is all right. Sure.
Yeah, I mean I'm reaching out to other areas, not the metropolitan, but the same area code.
Yeah, we are developing outward and develop and claim new territories for gentrification or suburban life.
Shoot, I do know of 2 openings of Chick-fil-A's coming up.
Really?
Yeah, I think one towards the end of the year and then one next year.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting plan.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, I am all for Chick-fil-A. That if we were going to abolish all fast foods except one, Chick-fil-A is my vote
Mhm.
to be the one to keep.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
It's either that or Shake Shack for me, and I'm including In-N-Out in the whole abolishment thing. I know I'm gonna get hated
I was gonna
on.
say, do you? I mean, you're East
People
Coast.
are gonna hate on me.
You're East Coast, and
Chick-fil-A over In-N-Out. Chick-fil-A over In-N-Out.
Right. Because I mean, if you were West Coast, that'd be like sacrilegious.
I know people are gonna hate on me.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I have never actually,
but I'm standing up for my beliefs.
I've actually never had In-N-Out, so I can't even speak with any kind of authority. So, yeah, I mean, I've heard the I don't want to say hype, but I've heard what people say about it. So, I don't know. You have had both.
Several times.
But In-N-Out, you say In-N-Out over Five Guys, right?
That's a tough one for me.
Okay.
In-N-Out is cheaper.
Okay.
It's to me, it's apples and oranges, but they're both burgers.
Okay, wait. Okay. Shake Shack, Five Guys, In-N-Out. Which one is what's number 3? Let's go with that. Let's make it easy.
Out of the worst of those 3?
Yeah, which is the worst of those 3?
I do love all 3.
I know. That's why I'm confused.
I would say Five Guys is number 3.
Oh.
In-N-Out number 2, Shake Shack number 1 for me.
Oh, wow. All right.
Shake Shack and Five Guys do cost more than In-N-Out though.
So if
Five Guys is the most expensive.
But you're factoring cost into that.
If I was gonna talk, I'm talking about what I like to taste.
Okay, so
if I was a rich guy who didn't care about the cost,
Shake
Shack number 1, In-N-Out number 2,
and then
Five Guys number 3.
Interesting.
And it's a close call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not just because I put Five Guys number 3 doesn't mean I don't like Five Guys.
Mm-hmm.
It means I like it a lot.
I know how much you like Five Guys too. So I know how much you were gushing over Shake Shack. So it's not that surprising to me.
I just had Shake Shack yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
I did get a chicken sandwich instead of a burger though. Just to change things up.
What?
Their chicken sandwich is pretty good.
Is it Chick-fil-A?
It's not better than Chick-fil-A, but it's good. It is good.
All right.
So if I was looking for a chicken sandwich on a Sunday, it would be
what
better.
Is the best thing for you on the Chick-fil-A menu? Is it the spicy chicken sandwich or the regular chicken
Just
sandwich?
the regular chicken sandwich.
Okay.
The spicy chicken sandwich is way too inconsistent. Sometimes it's way too spicy. Sometimes I don't even taste the spice.
Right.
It's way too inconsistent. And it doesn't add much to the taste. I like it, but it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, do you like the spicy Chick-fil-A sandwiches?
I do. I didn't notice its consistency. To me, it's basically the same thing, but I don't get it that often. So I used to eat Chick-fil-A a lot more often than I do now. Now it's like maybe twice or 2 or 3 times a year. So it's like, not because I dislike it, just because I don't eat fast food that much.
I was gonna say you don't see a Chick-fil-A anymore.
No, shoot. I with the one like 1 block away from where I work, and and sometimes people bring it back for lunch, and I'm like, oh man, I could have got Chick-fil-A, but that's all right. Never mind. There's a little pang of regret, but I get over it. So, all right.
Yeah, to me, Shake Shack, In-N-Out, and then Five Guys.
So, and your strategy is anytime it's a Chick-fil-A, you want to take it over and make it into a Phil-Am heritage event.
Yep.
All right.
On the DL. Don't tell.
How do you do an event on the DL? Like a flash festival?
Yes.
That's actually kind of a cool idea.
Like a flash mob.
Yeah, with a flash festival. And I think that'd be kind of cool. Just all of a sudden there's a festival and everything's all mobile, and when it's done, everybody just leaves real quick.
Yeah, you don't tell the Chick-fil-A people what you're doing. You just show up.
After a while, they're like, "Damn Filipinos! Why they do this every time?"
They really love their Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you have to order from them too to make it worthwhile.
I'm only talking about our area because I don't want people in California who are celebrating their Chick-fil-A's because they don't get as many Chick-fil-A's as we get.
Right.
We have a lot.
Yeah, it was only recently that it went over West Coast, right? Like within the last 5-10 years, something like that.
I mean, there are some out there. It's just not a lot. Not like here, where there's a couple in every city.
Yeah.
So, and we have 0 In-N-Outs though.
Yeah,
Zero In-N-Outs.
I've wondered about that. Why don't we have any? I mean, I would think we'd have at least one or
because it's their model. They only keep it in
the West Coast.
I believe Texas has some also, but they're basically only keeping it in certain areas. without blowing it up too big. I mean, in a way, I respect them for that.
In a way,
yeah.
But that means in another way you don't respect them. That's
well,
the
because
implication.
I could see like them doing what they do.
They're forcing a kind of like mystique around it. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
except it's not. I'm not trying to say it like that, but yeah, I know that it's exactly that.
Making it kind of an exclusive thing. Is that what you're
in
mean?
a way, yeah.
Okay.
Because easily they could expand all over. Easily.
But then again, they could be one. They don't want to be one of those people that goes everywhere and all of a sudden it's just not special and just kind of dies away.
That's what I'm saying. It's special because
so it's smarter.
It's sort of exclusive to certain areas,
right?
But hey, it's not our area.
Okay.
And it's their business model,
right?
I'm not a business major. I didn't major in business, so I don't know if it works or not. I just know what I like and what I don't like. I do like in and outs. I don't like that they don't have it here.
Well, that's clear. There you go.
But I'm also not a big franchise guy or corporate foods guy. I mean, I know
I was
gonna say I know we just talked about what we think is best, but
yeah,
if
I mean, I know your favorite burgers.
The local stuff over the chain food stuff.
Yeah, I know your favorite burgers are like those exclusive burger places here in the area.
Yeah, and they're way better than Shake Shack.
But I mean, that's by almost intrinsically the same because they're not fast food. They're good food cooked the way it's supposed to be cooked, right? So I mean, kind of makes sense. I mean, this is definitely comparing apples and oranges. Then like a burger you get in a fancy restaurant should be better than like something you get out of.
But some of these places aren't even fancy.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
At a sit-down restaurant, then not just say fancy is probably the wrong word. At a sit-down restaurant, you should expect to get a pretty good burger. I mean,
one of the places is even a sit-down restaurant. It's a butcher shop.
Okay, I'm just shooting myself down here.
Pendulum Burger is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know.
It's a butcher shop.
I thought
it's not even a restaurant.
I thought it was okay.
No, Codex is the restaurant that pops up at the butcher shop at night.
Right. Okay.
Pendulum is the daytime butcher shop.
The reason why I'm confused is because Pendulum has this building, and then they have different things inside the building.
Yeah, the butcher shop is called Pendulum.
Right.
Every now and then they sell burgers.
At one point, they used to have this alkaline there.
A pop up. They had a pop up
ramen thing. So that's why I'm a little confused about the naming sometimes. But I know what you mean. Okay.
Because the Pendulum Burger and the Codex Burger are totally different.
Is the Codex Burger any good? Not compared to the Pendulum Burger?
I think I like the Codex Burger better
than the Pendulum Burger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh. See.
Yeah, and that chef Ian Hawk is his name. He cooks a good ass burger.
See, when you have a chef by itself, is like, okay, it better be a good burger if you got a chef cooking it.
This dude's awesome. I've met him a few times. He's cool. I've met his. I don't know if it's his sister or his wife.
Oh. They have the same last name, but you don't know what the relationship is.
He has a sister and he has a wife.
But you don't know which one you met.
I don't know which one is which.
Oh.
And I don't bother to ask, hey, are you the sister or are you the wife of the chef?
Yeah.
So
it's hard to work.
I've met her.
It's not always easy to work that kind of stuff into conversation.
I know. It's not something I
Thanks for my burger. By the way, are you his wife
the wife?
Or his sister? I can't tell. Yeah.
I mean, I never bothered to really care anyways.
Right.
I mean, she knows me. She's like, oh, you want the burger? I was like, yes. She follows me on Instagram, so she knows I've been posting pictures of his burger.
Wow.
She thanks me for it. So
nice.
So yeah, if you're ever in the area, Codex Burger
in Norfolk
and the Pendulum Burger, those are better than Shake Shack.
This is off of Colley Avenue.
It's in Norfolk.
Right. Let's look it up.
So
what's that one? 1608. Isn't that the one that you said? Or into the right number? 1608 burger?
It's a restaurant called 1608 Craft House.
Right. You were gushing about that one too.
It's a delicious burger.
Right.
It's not better than Codex or Pendulum, but it's a delicious burger. They infuse cheese in the burger.
They infuse cheese in the burger?
Well, it's cooked in it.
Oh.
That's my fancy way of me saying the cheese is inside of the burger.
Oh, okay. Like infused. What do you mean infused? You put a piece of cheese in the burger? Oh.
I mean, it's actually more than just the cheese slice in the burger. It's like mixed into the burger kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
It's infused.
Okay, sure. Yeah. And
I don't know. What's your favorite burger?
I don't really have a favorite burger in this area. I don't know.
You have to have one if you eat burgers.
No, I don't.
Is it McDonald's?
No.
Red Robin?
There's a lot of choices, but I don't think it's the best burger. No. I like that they have different things there, and I like the bottomless fry sometimes, but no, it's not the best burger. I mean, I kind of like Five Guys, but I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with saying Five Guys.
No, but I mean, like,
there's nothing wrong with it.
I noticed I must have had a different burger. I don't know. I don't eat burgers enough anymore to really have a definite pick anymore. I only eat them very rarely now. I'm trying to be good about that kind of stuff.
Still, you've eaten enough to have a favorite.
I don't know. I can't pick. Nothing pops in my head, so I must not have one right now. Because I mean, when I say what's your favorite burger, you have an immediate thought, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't have that. So I'm not going to say one. It's not like the top of my list. Just
1608. I've only had one.
Yeah,
I've only eaten
one more
once.
than I've had. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't feel strongly about it. If it's not popping into my head, then yeah, I don't have a frame.
Well, what food do you feel strongly about?
I mean,
do you have a food you do feel strongly about?
I like sushi, but I've had different kinds of sushi, and a lot of places do it well. Like Nara.
What is the best sushi at the best place? Like the number one sushi that you would say this is the best sushi in the city. The California roll at Harris Teeter has the best sushi.
Who eats California rolls? That's beginning
757.
Oh man, I don't even know if it's still open anymore. I mean, I've had really great stuff at Mizuno's in Laskin. Nara sushi was really great. So
what makes it great?
That was just, you could tell the freshness and the skill in which it was made. It held it together very well. Because you can go like, there's a lot of places that do all you can eat sushi or sushi buffets, and you can tell it's made quickly and it's just smaller portions because they know people are getting it.
There are a ton of sushi places in this area.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot.
You'd be surprised because there's not a lot of Japanese people here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Asians, but I think the Japanese are on the lower end of the Asians.
I agree with that. Yeah.
When I say lower end, I mean in numbers, not in status.
Yeah. I wasn't even thinking that, but I know what you're saying.
But I do say the Filipinos are on the top end in both population and status. But go ahead.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. In this area, I would think you're right. Yeah. I'm just saying there's a lot of places that are more quantity over quality. But like some places, like I said, Nara and like Mizuno, I don't even know if that's still open, to tell you the truth, because it was expensive when I went. I'm not sure if it's still in business. But those places that are like quality way over quantity, you spend a lot of money, but you're getting some good stuff. So it's just, I go for like in the middle ground. To me, well, I consider the middle ground Sushi King, which is just okay, good, good sushi. We get all you can eat. So
you just said quality over quantity over quality.
I know. I said go in the middle ground because the quality is fine.
In fact, you pick the best all you can eat place.
That's pretty much what I'm saying. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's also what's the other one called? Dang, I just forgot about it. The one that's near Captain George's. I just blanked on the name.
I don't know. I don't eat sushi, so you gotta.
Oh, I forgot the name of it. There was another place that I used to go to before. There was
Misako.
Misako, yeah.
That's over there.
Misako. Wait, Misako's gone, isn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Misako, that place became the Chinese place that we went to that one time.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
This is on you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the name of that one place. But anyway, my pick is Sushi King, so that's just because I like the balance of quality and quantity and economic, the economics of it. You can get like all you can eat for $16, sometimes $20, depending on the specials going on. So that's good. But it's not where I'd go for a date. just to say, I'd go higher end like Nara or Mizuno's or something else.
Sushi is where I go.
Really?
Yep.
You liked it?
Yep.
Okay. I thought it was fine. I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know why, but it felt pretentious to me.
I'm a pretentious guy.
Okay, just
I eat my sushi with my pinky in the air.
you got your chopstick with your pinky.
Yes, I do.
Oh Lord.
I eat my California roll.
I have a Sacramento roll. I have the capital of California. I don't know. Jeez. It just because it's like a modern decor. I guess that's why. I don't know. I mean, there's some nice restaurants too, like at the beach, like Felicia inside of Ocean 31. That would be nice. Is that still there? Have you been? Hey, do you know?
I've never eaten at any fancy place at the beach ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When we talk about going to the ocean front to the beach, I always eat cheap. Anytime I'm there, I'm in shorts and flip flops.
Yeah, well, I mean, this was
so
back.
I never eat anywhere fancy.
This is back in the days when I used to work for an advertising agency, and it's always a bunch of. It's about appearances. I mean, not in a bad way, but they go for high end stuff to because it's impressive, and they took us one time to Felicia, which was the higher end restaurant within another restaurant that's kind of high end anyway. So, yeah. We had Wagyu beef, and it was like, oh, no one got that before. Kobe, that's whatever. Wagyu now is the thing, and everything was way expensive. But those are the kind of things that they do in advertising when you're dealing with the bosses. If you don't deal with the bosses, they don't give a crap what you do. So, yeah.
If there was going to be a Filipino food that you could fancy up and charge a lot of money for, to say, hey, like how you were saying, like with certain sushis that could be pretentious, or
and I was talking about decor, but you go ahead.
No, but even with certain foods, you can use Wagyu beef for whatever,
right?
Could you turn a Filipino food into a pretentious style of?
Yeah, you just use higher end.
Yeah, what would you do?
Like if you use high end beef for your lumpia, and then you use.
Please, who would buy a pretentious lumpia? Nobody.
Who would buy
that wouldn't work.
30 years ago, it's like, who would buy water in a bottle? That's so pretentious. Now, that kind of stuff.
I don't think putting Kobe beef in lumpia would work.
You tell people it's like, oh, this is a rare thing, and if you use a farm to table kind of special rice, it's clean.
I'll tell you why it doesn't
put
work.
A little kale in it. I don't know, whatever.
I'll tell you why it doesn't work.
Why not?
Because you can't see the meat inside. So when you take your Instagram pictures, no one's gonna know your Kobe beef is inside.
That's true.
It's not gonna work. You need to when you need to show it off, you got to say, "Hey, I'm using Kobe beef."
Yeah, that is true.
With this.
No, well, I mean, like when I eat lumpia, it's always like ground beef. I'm talking about putting like a strip of meat.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a restaurant over here that uses Philly cheesesteak meat in their lumpia, which I don't like, but they've tried it. And I'm like, so I've had it. It's like, it's weird. They're egg, so I give them a pass.
Okay.
But hey, they do it.
Right.
And people love it. I don't, but hey, if you want to use Philly cheesesteak meat inside of your lumpia and it works for you, do it. That's not pretentious, but
yeah, no, it's
weird. It's different.
What did you put pork belly in, like Sini-Gang?
I do put pork belly in Sini-Gang.
Okay. Never mind then. Apparently I've been just doing the crappiest version of Sini-Gang possible. Okay, never mind.
You don't? You animal! What are you doing?
I'm gonna start putting prosciutto in my Sini-Gang. What would you gentrify in the Filipino cuisine then? Sorry, let me go with someone who knows who's already gentrified as a Sini-Gang to a higher level than me. Apparently I'm just my ghetto Sini-Gang. What do you do? What would you do?
I would go with beef steak.
Okay.
Beef steak. I would. That's where I would go.
Wagyu beef.
Yes. I would go with your quality meats and your not even, it doesn't even have to be Wagyu. It could be like a just like a
high end, high end beef, high end cut, high end,
And I would cut it like like I were like Salt Bay. I would serve it to you. like Salt Bay.
Nice and thinly sliced in a fan
Yes.
shape, and yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that because you can see that it's higher quality, and you can. It would be obvious.
When you think beefsteak or whatever,
the crappiest.
Yeah, you just think of ground chuck and sliced up and poured soy sauce over it or whatever. You know, I could fancy that up, make it more pretentious, and serve it for $30.
Okay, how would you do adobo?
Like there are some fancy adobos in this area.
Like, would you use like the fancy black chicken thing? You know, we have the black.
I don't know what black chicken is.
They like chicken.
That's a racist thing.
No, it actually is colored black. The meat and everything. The chicken is like it's a special like a breed of chicken.
I don't know. About
just to make it like to go along with something unusual. Like you don't see automatically it's not your normal adobo.
Maybe I'll use a Cornish hen. Maybe you adobo a Cornish hen.
Quail adobo. Hey, I got a big tub of ostrich adobo. Or emu adobo. I mean, I don't know. A little Cornish hen in your adobo. He's like, do you want? I want a drumstick here. We'll take the whole thing.
You get a whole bird.
You got everything. Just don't complain. Here's your Cornish head.
I mean, you have your bullet has a whole bird in it. Now you have your adobo with a whole bird in it, except just a bigger bird.
Yeah. There you go. So we can have. I don't know.
We do have some places around here that do try to make some fancy adobo.
And
I mean, it's not fancy like crazy.
Like they put a better spin on it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
where it's like decorated nicely and all that.
Yeah. I mean,
but to me, I look at that, I'm like,
yeah, this is like I don't want to say like our home food, the food that we grew up with. It's not, you don't worry that much about presentation and plating and garnish or whatever. I'm guessing what you're talking about. I don't know which ones you're referring to, but yeah. But I mean, sure. If you want to introduce it to the non-Filipinos and make it all nice and fancy, that they get all like, "Ooh, I'm having."
I do think that some of these places are catering it to non-Filipinos.
Does it bother you, or are you okay with it?
No, okay. because they're not suckering me into buying $30 adobo. I'm smarter than that. Yeah, sucker any other one else, but if it's all on you, you're not going to get me on that. I know what it is. It's chicken and soy sauce and vinegar. I did read a thing on Reddit not too long ago about and these were chefs on a little forum talking about how restaurants sucker people into certain foods, and they did say chicken is basically the number one food that you sucker people into paying more for, because they say chicken is so cheap and you can only do so much with chicken, and basically if you're paying more than like $3 a pound for whatever you're eating, you're getting suckered.
Okay.
You could be eating your garlic lemon chickens or whatever, but you can only fancy it up so much and do so much with it.
Just put sauces on it or whatever. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I try not to order chicken whenever I go because I eat chicken a lot just during my normal meals. Because
it's better
cheap.
For you than beef.
Yeah, exactly.
I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
The other white meat is Oh, that's pork, right?
Yeah, pork. It's not even really white. It's not even really white meat. They just say it because when you cook it, turns white.
That's the saying, though. It's
a slogan they made up, and we just all bought into it. It was a slogan from the 80s, I believe, that they just said, "Oh, it's the other white meat." Because when you cook a pork chop, it gets whitish. It's still red meat. It doesn't matter.
I think they say that because they want you to think pork is
healthier.
Yeah, because chicken is supposed to be healthy.
Exactly.
In a way.
So because people are like, "Oh, don't eat too much red meat." That was when that's when it was getting a lot of steam and getting started, and people were getting scared. Kind of like MSG. Whenever that big MSG, I was like, "Oh, I don't want any MSG. I don't want any." Or and I don't. Well, I mean, some of it's true. I mean, I don't want people saying that they don't want any high fructose corn syrup. Like, are there high fructose corn syrup? And I can't take. I've been having it my entire life, but all of a sudden now I can't have it.
MSG isn't bad for you.
I know that's a myth.
And I can go into this whole long story about it.
I did read an article about that years ago. I don't remember all the details, so I don't want to quote something that I'm not really that. I don't want to give wrong facts, but yeah, that's what it boils down to. It's not
MSG got a bad rap.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say that. I'm not saying it's healthy for you.
No.
Let me just say MSG got a bad rap.
Yeah. You look it up. There's a lot of there's good story information on that about how MSG is not what the devil
MSG
food.
isn't your cancer causing evil.
Right.
It's racist. It's racist.
Yep.
It really is.
That's
it's
article,
a racist issue.
That's what my articles were too. I don't know which one you read, but that's the same thing. It boiled down to that. They were just trying to, I don't know. It was
people kept getting sick from Chinese food, so they thought it was MSG.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, look it up. You'll find it.
And here I am pouring MSG on everything. Monosodium glutamate.
Good.
Let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Sure. This is the part of our podcast where we educate our listeners on the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are actual native speakers of Filipino or Tagalog. So if we get some aspects of the word incorrect, like its pronunciation, general usage, or some nuance of its meaning, feel free to let us know because we value your feedback and we don't want to get things wrong if possible. So just let us know in a nice way because like we've said in the past and we will say in the future, this podcast is not a knowledge-based educational type podcast. It's just a couple of guys trying to share some knowledge about the culture and some if you want to use this particular piece of the language and you're comfortable doing that, or if someone uses a word or phrase around you, you have an idea what they're talking about. So like we said, keep it lighthearted. Let us know if we get it wrong, but don't be mean about it because we're, I guess, sensitive people. You got a word, Boogie?
I don't know. Let's use I don't know.
What's up? Maalat. How about that?
Maalat ang kain mo.
Maalat.
Ang sinigang or maalat ang adobo.
Yeah. I've actually done that by mistake too.
Maalat.
Which means it's salty. Maalat. So like yeah.
Maalat.
Yeah.
Maalat ang bistek. Maalat ang...
You ruined the high-end beef with in your bistek. Now people won't love it anymore. So let's make maalat our word of the day. Maalat.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Make sure you visit our website, www.sini-gang.com.
Or email us at thesinigang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at The Sini-Gang.
Find us on facebook.com/thesinigang and look for our videos on YouTube. Do a search for our URL, www.sini-gang.com. And that should take you to our videos. And if you go to a video, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff because we would really appreciate it. So until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is l-boogy, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening and see you again.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for this episode. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you then. The next one, I mean.